guys, JT43 here, and from the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you how to do an oil change on a Predator 212. I made another video a couple days ago on how to do it on a 97cc Baja. I'm still going to be doing the same method with the jack stands, but you definitely don't need jack stands. You can just pick the bike up and let it drain the oil out that way. For the stuff that you're going to need an oil pan, obviously, anything to catch the oil. You're going to need a funnel so you don't spill a bunch of fucking oil. You're going to need a 10mm socket. And if you want, you can use an extension. And obviously you're gonna need some oil. For the 97cc, I use Mobil 1 10W30. You don't have to get full synthetic. This was just all Napa had. I like to run Napa 10W30, but you don't really need to get full synthetic. It's kind of overkill, but you know, it's always good to have that better oil. But regular Napa 10W30 is perfectly fine. So the bolt that we're trying to get to is right here. So they have one in the back of the engine, and then they have one in the front right here. The reason why I'm not gonna be using the front one, I have this foot peg bar here. So if I were to undo this bolt, first of all, I can't even get it out because the bar is right there in the way. And you would just have a bunch of oil that would have to go along this bar and then come out. So that's why I like how they put the bolt in the front and the back. Now, if you're in a really fucked position where you have something blocking the front bolt and the back bolt, your best chance is to just take off the engine and do the oil change that way. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my bike on the jack stands real quick, and then I'll come back when that's finished. So this is what I was kind of going for, and this is why it's great to use jack stands, because then you don't have to be fucking standing there holding the bike up while you're draining the oil. The jack stands do it for you. You can see how we have some good angle here. So the next step is going to be taking your oil pan and simply just sliding it under the bike like that. So now if you have everything set up, you can go ahead and take your 10mm socket and start undoing that bolt. So then once you let all the oil drain out, it's good to just pick the bike up for 1 second, make sure you get all of it out if you are doing the jack stand method. And so once you're sure that you got all the oil out, you can go ahead and put this bolt back in. And so once you finish tightening up that bolt, you want to make sure it's tight. You know, that's what's holding your oil in. And now for this next part, which is kind of like what I said in my 97cc video, is a lot of people get this wrong and a lot of people fuck this up. Bajas have a natural tilt to them. So when you could see, like this is me standing straight up, you can see how that's tilted all the way to the right. And that's the way people fill these things up, when really you're supposed to do it with the bike straightened up like that. A couple ways you can do that is you can take a block of wood like this and just put it under the kickstand so it straightens it out. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Just find anything you can put underneath that kickstand to straighten the bike out. And so once you found a way to straighten up the bike, you're gonna go ahead and crack the dipstick. Depending on where you wanna fill it up, you can fill it up from this end or you can fill it up from that end. I'm gonna fill it up this end, so you can go ahead and crack the dipstick open. And so now with the dipstick, you don't want this touching the ground and getting all messy. So what you wanna do is either place it on a napkin or place it facing up just like that. So these Predator motors use 18 ounces of oil. So you're gonna roughly put 18 ounces of oil into the engine. And if you don't know how to read the markers on the back of the oil bottle, you can just use a measuring cup and just pour the oil in that and then pour it into the funnel into your engine. I'm gonna grab my funnel and start pouring oil into this engine. So once you're done with that, you're gonna go ahead and put your dipstick back in, and then you're gonna take it right back out and see where your oil is. You can see that it's a little on the full side, but it's better to have too much than too little. And so then once you're done checking it, you can just put it right back in. And so once you have your dipstick back in, you're gonna go ahead and let the new engine break in. I say give it, if you wanna start riding immediately, I'd say give it 5 minutes. The longest, I'd say 10. You definitely just wanna give it enough time to break in that new oil before you start riding it again. After you're all done with that, you're pretty much finished. If you did enjoy the video, or if it helped you in any way, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.